What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Q&A. That's right, guys, I'm very excited to get into this third Q&A. It took me a whole month and a half to prepare for this video, and I'm ready to get this thing rolling. Now, I did get over 20 questions, which is the most questions I've ever gotten on a Q&A. First off, thank you to every single one of you guys for submitting your questions. And I'm going to rapid fire through this. I don't want it to be a long video, but I am going to give you guys the best answers that I can. Enough chit chat, let's get to everyone's questions. Alright, the first set of questions comes from my good friend Virtual Tyler, and he asks, did you enjoy Nine Lives as much as me? Really? What was the first movie that made you interested in film? Mine was Alien. You know, Tyler, I have to agree with you. Nine Lives is my favorite movie of all time. I loved it. The performances are so good in this movie. It's so funny, and it was a great experience. Not! And the first movie that got me interested into movies was the very first Spider-Man movie, which my collab video was uploaded. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I was really enticed by Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. And just watching that whole movie put a smile on my face the entire runtime. And I wanted to examine movies more. And it really stuck with me. I still watch all Spider-Man movies and they really hit me because they're so entertaining. Unhip Sleep Productions asked me 3 questions. What are your top 5 favorite MCU movies? What camera do you use? And would you like to do a collaboration review at some point? To answer your first question, man, if you go back on my channel, I did do a ranking of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. So if you want to check that out, I won't answer it now. If you want to know what my favorite MCU movies are, go check that video out. Plus, look at that thumbnail, man. It's so awesome. The camera that I have is a Fujifilm 2350. It's nothing that special. It's small, but it does record in HD quality, and that's just what I need to do these movie reviews. And as far as an upgrade, not yet, but we will in the future. Collaboration, man, absolutely in the future. I've been doing a lot of collaborations recently. I did one recently with Vega Bomber that's going to be coming out soon. Also, I'm doing collabs with Sean Chandler Talks About, Tyler Tompkins, also in the future. So yeah, if you want to do a collab, man, definitely. TVB9 asks, how would you like it if you were married to the woman of your dreams, but you're Jar Jar Binks? Okay. And can you believe that The Lion King is getting a live-action remake too? Well, my celeb crush is Scarlett Johansson, but if I was Jar Jar Binks, I would not know how that would go. I mean, it would be kind of funny, but I don't know. I would just be like, Mr. Scarlett Johansson, I'm Jar Jar Binks, I'm George Lucas's play doll. Wow! And then we probably get divorced after that. I actually am shocked that The Lion King is getting a live-action remake. I'm like, is it really necessary? The Lion King is my favorite animated movie of all time, and I feel it doesn't have to be remade. I mean, I trust Jon Favreau because he did a fantastic job with The Jungle Book, but I just don't want them ruining my classic animated film. Tom Eurisha asks, what film or films do you regret not seeing on the big screen? Really good question, Tom. Thank you. The 2 films that I totally regret not seeing in the movie theater, the first one is John Wick, the first one. That movie blew me away when I watched it on Blu-ray. The action was amazing. The story is so intense of him losing his dog. And I just totally regret not seeing that movie on opening weekend. It irks me to this day. And yeah, definitely John Wick. And the other one is the first Avengers movie. I watched it at home on Blu-ray. I was completely blown away by this movie. Fantastic. Of these Avengers, the most famous Marvel heroes coming together. And of course I saw Age of Ultron in theaters. But those are the 2 ones that I mostly regret not seeing in the theater. The Dark Knight Reviews Movies asks, What program do you use for editing? I use Sony Vegas Pro for editing. It's a really good editing system. I really do recommend it. It fits perfectly for my movie reviewing style. I love the amount you can do on it, and my videos really look great from it. I mean, back then when I started YouTube, I used Movie Maker, and now using Sony Vegas Pro, it's really upgraded my videos. Rich Reviews asked me 4 questions. He asked, what will win Best Documentary? Is there a YouTuber you would like to meet? Favorite Japanese Godzilla movie? And what TV shows are you currently watching? I can't answer the first question, Rich, because I haven't seen any of the documentaries that are up for the award. So, I'm sorry, I can't answer that question. The number one YouTuber that I do want to meet, of course, is Chris Stuckman. He's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And he's the guy I just want to learn from him right when I meet him and ask him everything from his perspective and just to talk movies with him, because that's what I do to everyone, is just talk movies. And if I ever meet Chris Stuckman, luckily, it will just be one of the best days I've ever had in my entire life. Of course, my favorite Japanese Godzilla movie is the first one, the 1954 classic. I'm a fan of Godzilla. I've only watched that one and the 2014 Godzilla movie, and this movie was so good, so scary, intense, and I really saw what Godzilla is, this big giant monster, and so iconic. I'm not currently watching any TV shows. With me being back in school, it's hard to have time to really catch up on anything. But as far as shows I do want to watch Stranger Things Season 1. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about that show. Random Ross asks, if you could live without a movie genre, what genre of films would that be? Well, the easiest genre of film I could easily get rid of in my life is romantic films. That's definitely not my go-to style of genre. I'm more into the comic book, action, sci-fi genre, and I haven't watched that many romantic movies. Probably the most recent one I've watched was Passengers and La La Land. Other than that, yeah, I get rid of romantic. Movies Are Life asks, what Star Wars spin-off do you want to see the most? I'm very excited for the Han Solo spin-off movie. It definitely excites me that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the directors of the Lego movie and the 21-22 Jump Street movies, are directing it. It looks like it's going to be great, and I love the cast that they've assembled. Movie Mania Nick asks, what made you want to do these movie reviews? Also, was there ever a movie that you saw more than once or twice that was still in the movie theaters? The thing that inspired me to want to do movie reviews on YouTube was I watched the greats like Stuckman and Johns, and I took inspiration from it. And I turned on a camera and I just expressed my opinions on movies. And it got me more noticed, and I continued on with it. And now I really love doing what I'm doing. And I'll continue on from it until I feel like I don't want to do it anymore. The movie I've seen more than twice that I can remember is Star Wars The Force Awakens. When that movie came out in 2015, that's the first Star Wars movie I ever saw in theaters. I didn't see any of the prequels in theaters. This was the first one, and I loved that movie so much. It was my favorite movie of that year. Going to see it at least 5 or 6 times. It's one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in the theater, and the movie was so damn good. Joseph Reviews asks, do you have any plans for an entire Blu-ray collection video? If so, when will you do one? Have you ever had any annoying moviegoers in a movie theater? And what is your favorite movie from your favorite director? I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to do a full Blu-ray collection video this year. I did do one last year. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. I have done some Blu-ray update videos. I feel like if I did another one, I feel like it's a waste of time because I haven't picked up that many Blu-rays since then. I would just be talking about the same movies I did last year, and I don't know, we'll see. Yes, man, I had some annoying movie-going experiences. I might do a video on that in the future, so look out for that. The 2 that I can remember, they were horror movies. One was Don't Breathe. There were these 2 guys sitting from my friend and I, and towards the scene, spoilers if you haven't seen Don't Breathe, during the turkey baster scene, these guys were like, oh my god, Are you serious? That's the number one thing, guys. Horror movie screenings, they're the worst. Avoid them. And the other one was with Lights Out. It was a packed theater. I saw it open at night with my best friend Cedric, and there are these people coming in. One guy had his phone on. He was flashing it in the audience and on the screen. It was during the first 5 minutes of the movie trying to find his seat. Like, dude, turn off your phone and sit the hell down. My favorite movie from my favorite director, Spielberg is my favorite director, and that's Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park has always been my favorite Spielberg movie. Oh my goodness. When I saw that when I was a kid, I was mind blown. I was like, anything is possible. Take me to Jurassic Park right now, Mommy. Ryan, Jurassic Park doesn't exist. Aww. This was the movie that made me fall in love with dinosaurs right here. Jurassic Park, classic Spielberg. I love it. Jay's reaction asks, are you planning to watch A Dog's Purpose? Well, Jay, I decided to skip A Dog's Purpose. It didn't interest me. I heard it was bad. So I was like, why waste my time and my money? And plus all the controversy involving animal abuse, which was apparently false. And so yeah, I wasn't interested in A Dog's Purpose. Harry Thomas Pictures asks, top 5 favorite movie directors. 5 through 1. My number 5 is David Fincher. Number 4, Damien Chazelle. 3, Christopher Nolan. 2, Martin Scorsese. 1, Steven Spielberg. Fedor Movies asks, what is your favorite and least favorite horror movie? Top 5 least favorite movies you've ever seen. And what character or movie franchise do you want them to make into a Lego movie? My favorite horror movie is Halloween, and my least favorite horror movie is the 2014 Ouija movie. Oh my god. Least favorite movies I've ever seen, 5 through 1. 5, Resident Evil The Final Chapter. Oh yeah. 4, 9 Lives. 3, The Last Airbender. 2, The Room. And 1, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. The movie character I want to see into a Lego movie is Spider-Man. Of course. What they did with the Lego Batman movie, making fun of the past Batmans, I think they can do with Spider-Man. Oh yeah. That was an awesome question, by the way. Everything is awesome! Cameron Novaria asks, what is your favorite 80s action movie? Die Hard. I mean, what else is there to say? This movie is probably the best action movie ever made. Or I'd probably say Terminator 2, but my favorite 80s action movie is Die Hard 1. This movie is so thrilling, intense, and Bruce Willis sold it as John McClane, and Alan Rickman, oh my god, as Hans Gruber. One of the best villains of all time. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Boba Fett asked me, top 5 favorite Star Wars characters, top 10 Marvel heroes, and top 5 Avengers in order. Top 5 favorite Star Wars characters. 5 is Chewbacca, 4 is Yoda, 3 is Luke Skywalker, 2 is Han Solo, number 1 is Darth Vader. To answer the second question, I'm going to leave that separate for a video because doing a top 10 list seems more fun to do. Top 5 Avengers in order. 5 Scarlet Witch, 4 Thor, 3 Hulk, 2 Iron Man, 1 Captain America. Future filmmaker 39480 Joshua asks, what inspired you to do YouTube and favorite DC film? Well, like I said earlier, Joshua, just watching those movie guys and just talking about movies. I love to talk about movies, and I wanted to make YouTube videos expressing my opinions. Favorite DC movie, of course, is The Dark Knight. This is my second favorite movie of all time, next to The Empire Strikes Back. I love dark sequels that are better than the original, and The Dark Knight is everything I wanted it to be. It's a masterpiece. It's a classic. Heath Ledger's Joker. Oh my god. And the last set of questions comes from Andrew Zuliani. He asks, what camera do you use to make for your videos? What's your trick for earning more subscribers? I've uploaded 40 videos and I'm struggling with earning subs. The camera I said earlier I have is a Fujifilm 2350. Andrew, the best tips I can give you for earning more subscribers are 1, have a good presentation. You want to make sure people are watching you and you have the best representation. Make sure you have good lights, a good mic, so that people can hear you, and make sure that you're always given eye contact, because that shows you're very professional and that you're prepared. Number 2 is make social media accounts. Market your videos. You want to get your videos out there to people. Don't be afraid to reach out to other people and say, hey, come check out my videos. I do movie reviews. Tell me what you think. That definitely helped me out a lot. I mean, I'm just like you, man. I started out last year and I just asked people, and people subscribe because they like my content. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. Number 3, always be yourself. Don't look at someone like Stuckman or Jeremy Jahns or these big people and try to copy their path into how they became famous. Go with your path. Do not copy other people. Number 4, this is the most important one. Have an eye-popping thumbnail. I'm telling you, that is the trend on YouTube right now. You want to have an eye-popping thumbnail. There are at least 10,000 people that are reviewing the same movie like you. You want to have a thumbnail that stands out more than other people. People will click on that because you got an awesome thumbnail. And there you have it, guys. Those are all the questions for my third Q&A video. And that was a lot quicker than I expected, to be honest. You guys rock. And the next Q&A video, I don't know when I'll do that yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this video. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe today for more content. I should be seeing the new Jordan Peele horror movie Get Out sometime this weekend, maybe Monday, I'm not sure yet. I will get that review out as soon as I can. All my social media links are in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!